I just saw a video on TikTok by a Guyanese Amerindian man making a beautiful video about a part of my country. But there was like a folklore story about a mermaid that lived in this pool, and he didn't want to get into the pool because, to be safe, and the superstition still lived on. So I wanted to talk about that. Hi guys, my name is Uma. I do live in Virginia, but I am Guyanese bred, and I love talking about my Guyanese, fellow Guyanese TikTokers and what they're producing here on the internet, because one, I will always be a Guyanese girl at heart, and I just feel like it's so beautiful to see these videos of Guyana because I miss home. I mean, I left home when I was 18, and I've gone back throughout the years sporadically, but it's not the same as living there. So back to this video. I liked the video because he was showing the interior of Guyana, and it was like this beautiful little pond area that's deep in the forest, and they had a beautiful, interesting story about this mermaid that lived there. And I feel it was beautiful and it was touching, and it correctly expressed what it's like to be Guyanese. We have such a rich history of folklore and cultural things, but the one thing I don't like is when our superstitions stop us from living our lives. Now, because of that superstition, people don't go into that pond. People have fears about things. We call spirits in Guyana Jumbi, so there's a very strong still belief in Jumbi, and that Jumbis can affect you and affect, and create havoc in your life. And I feel really bad about that because, since I have developed and left Guyana, I have chosen the path of the healer and the metaphysical teacher. So I teach on things like natural laws, like the law of attraction, the law of vibration, the law of detachment, all those things. And I also teach about energy healing and psychic work. And as much as the two worlds people think they intertwine, they really don't. Because the world that I live in is based on love, and the world that I left with the superstitions is based on fear. So I wanted to do this big general PSA to the Guyanese public, or maybe to people of other Caribbean countries that also have some belief in superstitions and stuff. It's based in fear, okay? There is a reason historically why superstitions came about. Superstitions came about because it was a way to protect people, and it was also a way to explain the unknown without knowing what the unknown is. You see, thanks to science nowadays days, we have explanations for why things happen or occur the way that they occur. And also too, we have more advancements in life to make sense of things. So like, let's say for example, back in the day, they did the rain dance because quite possibly a long time ago, someone was dancing during a drought, and then it started to rain. So now the whole village thinks this is the way we're going to attract rain. Everybody's going to start dancing, right? They didn't know about cloud precipitation and, movements of the rain, and I don't even know, but the scientific fact about why we have droughts and why we have rain. So superstitions in the old days were used to explain things that they didn't know about. What is the use of superstitions now? I think just to kind of see how far we've come, right? We have explanations for things now, and we can see what our forefathers, our ancestors had to use to get by, to create some sort of happy existence for themselves. So I don't diss or knock superstitions. I actually enjoy the richness because it shows our culture and it shows how we work together to get through certain things. But I don't like when our modern people are still depending on superstitions to make decisions. That's all I really wanted to say on the topic. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're Guyanese, hey, drop the flag in the comments, all right? Let me see your flag. And any other Caribbean country too, please drop your flags. This is for everyone. And I just really wanted to do a PSA and say, let's love our culture, but also let's keep it within reason. Thanks, guys.